You gotta love weird phenomena. It is so funny. They say that if you touch an item in your listed inventory, that it'll sell. Well, I grabbed this mug because I wanted to cross-post it. It says Scotland, St. Andrews. It's a like stoneware type of speckle mug, and it says Duncan Ceramics there, made in Scotland. That's why I picked it up. I was like, oh, this is really nice, and it's vintage. I only paid 49 cents for it, and I didn't have a chance to list it up for a live sale because I sold it on eBay for $8.99 plus shipping. I have been going through all of my listed inventory and cross-posting it up to Niknax.net. I'm going to be running these items in my live sales. Some of it will be in my buy it now. I want my live sales to have fresh items in them each time I run them. I added a bunch of new items to my next live sale. This mug, I added a bunch of my blue glass items. I still have more to list. That's an Avon George Washington wine glass. Here is another Avon piece. It's a bell. I added this Reed and Barton spoon that somebody painted a snowman on it. This is an unmarked vase. And this is rare earth pottery mug. And I think, oh, and then I also put these in. These are my last 3 glasses. I bought an entire box of this particular set. It's made by Lemmy. It's all steamboats. It's all turquoise and gold. And they make so many different pieces to this. It's an entire set of barware. I actually saw it in a movie. It was like a documentary where they had it on display. Like, I don't know how many pieces. They must have bought like 30 pieces of it to make the display of this. So it's so funny to see it. We know that sometimes like the movie companies and theater companies buy things from certain time periods to make it authentic in terms of the background. I was surprised to see them. These are the rocks glasses. I have sold so much of this set, and this is my last 3 pieces. Let me go over the results of my show. I didn't even have these on the table. I had them off to the side because they're so big, and I wanted to put more of the smaller items on here, but they sold both planters, this reticulated plate from Germany, the little Sadler England creamer. This is another pottery piece, rare earth potteries mug, the dog figurine, a Lefton little mini creamer, this very unusual, also a pottery piece from Great Bay. Oh, let me get it up over here. Great Bay Pottery out of New Hampshire. It's a flower frog. And then this opalescent bottle sold. It's a total of 9 items. My cost of goods was $14.05, and I sold them for $78 plus shipping. Do you see the bag of Pez dispensers? I sold one. The Tweety Bird. I got this grab bag for $4.49, and I already sold 4 items out of it that covered that cost plus profit. So I have no cost into Tweety Bird here or any of the other items in that bag. So 0 cost, and I sold them for $1.09 plus shipping on eBay. I'm listing up my green glass items because St. Patty's Day is going to be coming up soon. These contemporary glasses were in my death pile, and I'm finally getting them listed to eBay and Poshmark. These next 3 items I am cross-posting into Niknax.net so I can run them during my live sales. Let's go pop into the Goodwill and see what we can find to flip online. I'm hoping I can put something in my cart. I'm going to take a quick look around. I don't want to spend too much time in there today. I saw somebody looking at these and I was like waiting to see if they put them in their cart. They didn't. So now I'm over here looking at them. I'm looking at this pair of snowshoes. They look like they've never been used. $14.99. Thunder Bay. I was just looking through all the small frame pictures and I saw this one. I'm like, oh, I really like the horses. Saw that it's signed by Ron Stewart. They want $3.99 for it, and it says The Royal Family by Ron Stewart. It's an oil. So I like that. You can see, yeah, you can kind of see like the brush strokes on there. As I turned the corner and came into my favorite aisle, which is the dishes and the mugs, I saw this Franciscan Desert Rose right here, 3 little bowls for $4. I'm gonna put those in the cart. I also picked up that puzzle right there. It says the world's most difficult jigsaw puzzle, new in package. Not much on these shelves. I like the looks of these. Niknax blue brush strokes, it says. $3.99 for the pair. A little bit more than I'd want to pay for 2 small mugs. I'm going to look them up. So these little cups or mugs don't go for a lot, but I would love to find the dishes, like the plates and all of that. That's where it would be a bolo. Here's what the pattern looks like on the side of the mug, and here is the name on the back of it. This is what my cart looks like at the moment. See what's missing? I had to put it back. Maybe if it had been half price, I might have picked those up, but they don't sell for a lot. Around $20 because they don't have, it doesn't have the bag, doesn't have anything else with it. My total spend at the Goodwill was $9 because I rounded up. I ended up only getting 2 items. First item I got were these little berry bowls, Franciscan. These are not the Desert Rose ones. These are the apple ones, I believe. When I look up the name later, I'll put it up on the screen here. So I paid $3.99. Well, if I round it up, technically I paid like, well, with taxes it would be like $4.50, but I'm expecting to get anywhere in that $12 to $15 range for the little bowls. And then this, so this is a framed, signed oil painting, a small oil painting that's matted, and it has this brass frame around it, and then it has a lot on the back here. It has the 3 horses, and it's Ron Stewart, and it says this is called the Royal Family. I'm trying to show it to you guys. The Royal Family by Ron Stewart. oil painting. And then it says 11 by 15. I'm going to have to get a ruler out because that does not look like 11 by 15, but I don't know. Anyways, it goes on and talks about, you know, the artist himself. And when the cashier saw it, she said, "Oh, I donated these." I mean this. I donated this, not these. This. She goes, "Oh, I donated this." I said, "From your own house?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Do you know where you got it from? Was it like a museum shop or something like that?" Because he is a well-known oil painter. So some of his pieces go for thousands of dollars. Not way up there, but, you know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, something along those lines. This little one is not in that realm at all. But I thought it still has value because it's an oil painting. And she's like, "I don't know." But she goes, "I see it's signed." She goes, "I must have got it at a store somewhere." So she thinks she paid retail for it, but then she turned around and donated it, and now I have it. I'm going to flip it for a profit. And then she went on to say, and she's also the manager here, so she was just stepping in while the cashier took a break. And she said, "Oh, vintage items come in the back and they're just so fragile and I just don't want to see them break." So she goes, "I'm a collector of knickknacks, so I buy them." Different kind of knickknacks, not the marketplace where I like to do my live sales. She meant the actual, and I'll put it across the screen here, knickknacks. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. She was pretty nice. I've seen her in there before. Sometimes she's not so helpful with doing the cashier thing, you know, but today she was. So that worked out. And of course, I put that puzzle back because I think they wanted, what, $4.99 for it, and it sells for around $11. I thought because it was a difficult puzzle, it's double-sided, it had, you know, it's supposed to be the world's most difficult puzzle, and it was still in its packaging, you know, the plastic wrap and all that. But I'm like, no, I can't pay $5 and make 11 on it, you know. That's not enough for me to keep that in my cart. So anyways, that is the haul. Hope you enjoyed the mini thrift with me and the mini haul. I'm down in my basement annex to pick up this bowl. I'm going to be shipping it out today. I sold this on eBay. When I found this bowl, it was actually in with the vases, and it just looked so unique. I was like, wow, I like that green glaze on the inside, and yet it looks so rough on the outside. It says Terra Firma USA, and it says SEE 2000. The EE part is for Ellen Evans. She's the artist. Now, I found another piece recently, but I couldn't pick it up because it was damaged, but this piece is in really good condition. I paid $5.99 for it, and I sold it on eBay for $24.99 plus shipping. These green glasses off to the left is something I'm getting ready to list up. These are from my daughter. She had an eBay store and she had lots of things listed, and then I kind of absorbed all that because she decided she didn't want to do the reselling side. I had all the inventory here in my emporium already, and then as things would sell, I would, you know, ship them out. I don't know if these were listed or not listed on her store. I don't think they were. I'm not sure. But anyways, I am going to list them up now. I sold this little rocking horse bank on Niknax.net. I paid $2.50 for it at an antique mall, and I sold it for $6 plus shipping. I am back to listing, and I'm cross-posting this item to Niknax. I'm also listing up some of my new finds, and I'm cross-posting them to all my platforms. These plates were tucked back in a corner of a closet. They have been in my unlisted inventory hiding back there for years. And when somebody in one of my live sales mentioned that they were looking for strawberry items, I remembered those plates. So now they are finally listed. I added this wooden plate to Niknax.net. I like to have a mixture of items in my live sales, some wood, some metal, to go along with all my more fragile items. I'm listing up this recent find and cross-posting it to multiple platforms. And I'm adding a little bit of ephemera to my Niknax live show. I sold an item back here out of the Buy It Now in my Niknax shop, and it's this little witch. I put something in this drawer and I sold a few pieces out of it. This is like all of my smalls. I was like, let me just put them all in here. I sold all of these, the little copper and gold tone kitchen pieces, the miniatures. Okay, I gathered up all of my items that sold on Niknax.net. I sold 4 items on one show and 5 items on the other show. I'm just going to do it all together as a group because I'm going to be shipping it all out today. Before I could even get started to wrap my first item to ship out from all those orders on Niknax, I had sent out an offer because somebody liked this. They sent me a counter offer and I just accepted it. So now I have 10 items to ship out. Let's just do a quick review of everything that's going out the door. The flamingo figurine there, it's a potpourri holder. It's opalescent and it's like pink luster. I have the 2 figurines here, the little farm girl with her rabbit and dog and the farmer with the cow. They are both from Japan, made in Japan. The frog figurine, isn't he cute? He's from Taiwan, made from Taiwan. And then this back here is an Anna Hoot 24% leg crystal, made in Germany. I had somebody come into my show asking me if I had things made from Germany or if they were looking for things from Germany. I was thinking about only what was on my table, and I showed them that Rosenthal back there, the Rosenthal creamer and sugar set. Completely forgetting I have this, and I know I have other things made in Germany, so I don't know if it's the same person or not, but anyways, this is sold now. Then I have the little kitchen minis here. There's pitchers and a cauldron, a milk jug, and the coffee grinder. And then this figurine is a candlestick holder. This is made in Japan or from Japan. This little witch came from a grab bag that I keep selling items out of. So I sold a Halloween item, wasn't expecting that, but I always have that available in my Buy It Now. I put everything in there. All the different holidays are in there. Sold these little salt and pepper shakers, little penguins, and then this is also made in Japan. It is a double spouted gravy boat. It looks like just a little like Easter basket, but it's actually a gravy boat. And that's everything that has sold. My total cost of goods on all of the items was $20.93, and I sold them for $71. plus shipping. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Put any comments down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.